What's going on, Canes fans? We are back for another RNG interview. This time we have actually got a current Miami recruit who came in on a preferred walk-on offer. This is Patrick Sullivan Jr. from Mobile Christian in Alabama. He's coming in to play linebacker for us, and he's a part of the 2023 class, coming in as a PWO, like I mentioned. What's up, Patrick? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you? What's going on?
Doing great, man. Thanks for taking the time to jump on here to let Canes fan get a little more familiar with you.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, man, I always like to start off with, what's your current height and weight right now?
I think height is like maybe a 5'10", 5'11". I'm weighing right now like 212, 215, between somewhere between there.
What's your ideal playing weight? Is that about what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I've been higher like in the 220s, but I mean, I've dropped, been back and forth, up and down, but yeah. I've stayed close to 215. So,
okay. So this off season, what are some of the off season workouts that you really wanted to prioritize? To take your game to the next level. Just always continue to improve.
Well, mostly like now, I got two trainers that I go to, two personal trainers, but the main one that I've been working with the most is like speed and my hips and stuff like that. Just trying to get faster and trying to get better. And then the other one, he's like more a strength guy and more weights type stuff. And I go to him. I go to both of them. I actually just got back from one of them a couple minutes ago. But yeah, I'm gonna try to work on my speed the most right now. That's what I'm really focused on right now.
Well, you did mention that you are doing some work in the weight room there, and I'm kind of just curious. What are you guys focusing on in the weight room?
It's a lot of more so like mass and building mass right now. Okay. So just trying to put on muscle, so when I get to Miami, when I get down there, I was kind of, be ready for what's to come really. And, just trying to stay in shape, really get in like a good shape or good condition where, I can be my best self down there, but that's really the goal right now.
But University of Miami, has you starting off your career there playing at linebacker. Is the specific linebacker role they're training you at, or are they training you at multiple roles?
I want to say inside more, but okay. I can do it all, honestly. Okay. Just like, if you watch my film, like high school, I played almost every position both ways, but whatever is best for the team is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just try to be that guy to help out in any role that I'm put in, and I'm going to do my best, man. That's me.
Speaking of high school, how did your senior season go for you and your team?
It was good. We got to the state semifinals, and we lost that game. But it was a great season. We battled. We were very battle tested really early on because we started off undefeated, and then we come to find out we had an ineligible player playing.
Oh man!
So we had to forfeit all those games. So we were like 0-4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah.
And then we had to win out to go to the playoffs. We won out, got in the playoffs like at maybe 5-4, 5-5 or something like that. And then we went all the way to go to the semifinals, and we lost to the eventual state champion. But it was crazy. It was, it's a brotherhood really at Mobile Christian. Yeah. It's a lot of D1 guys there. Like it's a Alabama commit, Sterling Dixon, class of 2024. He that's like my brother, man. But it's a lot of, they're gonna work. We worked our butt off this season. I was at the end. We want to win the championship, but I was proud of what we were able to accomplish. Still,
a lot of teams can't take a hit like that and bounce back like y'all did. So exactly. That's major props to your team and your coaching staff for getting you guys ready to bounce back and just prove to everybody that you belong.
Exactly. That was the main thing. Trying to, keep everybody focused on the goal at hand still. There was always still a chance no matter what the circumstance was. It was hard. The first game coming off that week, we actually lost in overtime. And they were like, okay, we gotta get this going, but we were able to, and everybody was on board, and we got where we wanted to go somewhat.
Do you remember what your stats were last season?
I know I had over 120 tackles.
Okay.
Maybe I had 3 or 4 interceptions, and a couple sacks. And then on the offensive side of the ball, I had a couple well, not a couple. I had maybe 10 to 12 touchdowns. Uh, I mean, throwing, rushing, receiving. I mean, I can really do it all, but
Man, you really putting them stats all over.
yeah, it was something.
Who is your guys' biggest rival high school?
Oh, I don't. So I don't know because we kind of switched divisions throughout my high school year, but or my years, but I maybe UMS Wright or Gordo for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you get a chance to play either of them last season?
We didn't last season, but my sophomore year, we played UMS Wright our first game of the season. They were like 3-time defending state champs. Then they were undefeated for those 3 years. And my 10th grade year was my first year like playing against them, and we broke that record or whatever, first game of the season. But I think that might be my favorite game right there. May have been my favorite game for real.
That's a good feeling right there versus a rival. So, when you've got big games coming up on the schedule, what do you like to do to get in the zone? Or do you do the same thing every single week to get in the zone?
I feel like I do the same thing every week. I watch film the same way every week. I go watch the key players all the time, just to try to see, what to expect. And then, film definitely helps a lot. And then at school or Mobile Christian, we get scouting reports. So it's like preparing us for college as well in that aspect.
Yeah.
With film, we get scouting reports on, who to watch, who the key players are. And then, the scout team does a great job with going over plays and stuff with us. And, we're really ready for any game. Like, that's what's so good about the coaching staff there. They're going to have you prepared no matter what, honestly. But I feel like I do the same thing every week. I watch the same amount of film every week. I don't slack no matter what team we're playing. I'm going to watch it the same, try to learn the same stuff over and over again. But I think the film is the biggest thing.
I agree. So, and this is just straight from you here, from Patrick. What traits do you feel make an elite linebacker, mentally and physically?
So mentally, you definitely got to be smart. I think that's where the film comes in at, play recognition, recognizing play before it happens. Yes. Just knowing stuff, and then trying to put everybody in the right position, knowing what everybody has to do, knowing everybody's job on the field. Like, when I play linebacker, I try to be like the quarterback on the defense, kind of just knowing what everybody has to do. Sometimes I would call out coverage, stuff like that. And then physically, you just got to be that dog. Like, you got to know you're stronger than the other guy. You're going to go and hit him. You got to just not care, but just go like head first into the wall. And then that's going to build everybody up, build everybody's confidence up. So it's also being a team player as well, helping your brother when he needs help and stuff like that.
When you get a chance, when your coaches just, have you pin your ears back and just go after the quarterback, what's your favorite pass rush move to get to the quarterback?
Favorite pass rush move is either a dip or it's going to be a swim move for sure.
I saw that swim move. I saw that you're getting pretty good at that swim move.
Yeah, I like it. I've been doing it since park ball, since I was young.
Okay.
I like it.
What do you do for footwork drills, just to, to keep foot speed? Because we know how vitally important speed is now at linebacker, especially covering these new age offenses. How do you keep your speed up?
Ladder drills, cone drills, stuff like that. That's my trainer that does like more speed agility stuff. We do a lot of cone drills, a lot of line work. A lot of balancing stuff as well, like one-legged stuff. Anything, one-legged squats, all that. Just trying to be as fast as I could be, not just straight and forward, but right and left as well. So,
yep. Sideline to sideline.
Exactly.
What gets you, Patrick? What gets you most excited on game day?
I think the fans. Just hearing the fans, the stadium noise, and then it's just like the music too. I gotta have like some type of something just going on, just so I can like lock in and stay focused. And then just everybody being hyped around me. I just love it. The atmosphere. That's why I love football. The atmosphere is always crazy. I love a crazy atmosphere.
Were you playing other sports in high school, or were you just focusing on football?
So my ninth and 10th grade year, Mobile Christian, they're a great baseball school. I played varsity baseball my ninth and 10th grade year.
Okay.
And then 10th grade football, I hurt my shoulder. No, well, I hurt my shoulder 11th grade year during the season. And so I quit baseball just to focus on football. But 10th grade year, we won the state championship in baseball. So I do have a ring for that. Then they went back and won in my 11th grade year after I quit. So they won it back to back. But I did play baseball as well. And then, I played really everything. I played basketball too, but I really didn't like basketball that much. But yeah, I think football and baseball is really my two sports.
Okay. You know, describe your game to somebody that has never seen your film before. Tell them, what kind of player are you? What could they expect to see when they press play?
Definitely a fast player, somebody that knows the plays, knows what's coming, knows what to expect. Fast, hard hitting. I'm gonna definitely go and hit you. And
Yeah.
then just being smart, knowing where to drop if I'm dropping in coverage, knowing the blitzes, knowing exactly what I need to do. Just a smart player, smart, fast, and good all around player. Honestly.
You had a chance, during your final season in high school to be a senior at the leadership level. What was that like for you? How did you show your leadership abilities? Was it by actions? Was it verbal, or a nice mix of both?
I think I want to say a mix of both because it kind of came easy because being younger when I was a 10th grade, I played early, so as I got older, everybody was still kind of looking up to me. And then
Yeah.
from when I was younger, just the guys that were like in front of me that taught me the same stuff, like Deontay Lawson, that's at Alabama.
Yeah.
I played with him my ninth and 10th grade year before he left. And I learned a lot from him, and I still test him sometimes, just getting stuff to do, some workouts, maybe. But I feel like everybody looked up to me, and they expected me. I feel like if my game was on, everybody else's game was gonna be on. And I felt like they really listened to me and paid attention to everything that I was telling them. But I want to say verbal and my actions as well.
Okay. Okay. So when you had, that last snap that you played in high school, and it was all over with, and you're moving on to college football, what were you truly hoping your high school legacy was going to be in football? What was the legacy you wanted to leave behind as you moved on to college?
Well, I wanted to leave behind that like so I wore number one. So whoever the next person wear number one is gonna be able to do the same thing or do so much better than me. I always told them young guys to always be better than me. Like I don't want you to be like me, just be better than me. But I just want to leave a legacy that where like if you need me, I'm there for you. Like I'm here always. I'm gonna be a great brother, great friend, whatever, great mentor. I'm gonna help no matter what. But
I like that answer a lot, man. I like it a lot. So let's get into Miami here, man. Let's just get down to the meat and bones of it. How did all this come to be? When did Miami start to really show you that love? Really say, hey, we want to prioritize you and get you on this team. However, we can get you on this team. And then, what made you feel comfortable in deciding that Miami was the spot for you?
I think it was started maybe like towards the end of March, early April, because I took my visit on my spring break,
Okay.
but that was in April. But it started. It was fast. Honestly, it was really fast. It came out of nowhere to me, but it was amazing. Honestly, I remember it was it was a baseball game. I got a phone call, so I went like to my car, whatever, answered, and then Coach Navarro. I was talking to him. He was telling me everything, the rundown of everything. I was like, okay. So then we went on to visit. Me and my dad went up down there, and I loved it. Like as soon as we got there, we loved it, and I just knew that was a spot, really, honestly. But I I love Miami. I say it was the best visit I've been on.
Just the best visit overall, yeah.
The best visit overall. Yeah.
Man, fans will love to hear that, bro. When you were looking around and stuff, and you were trying to figure out where you wanted to go, what were some of the important factors for you in deciding the college you wanted to pick?
Really, honestly, just a good environment, and I feel like I can find that in Coral Gables. And then just the coaches being straight up with me. I feel like when I was there, The coaches was straight up honest and just like straightforward and blunt. And I mean, I like that. I feel like they were telling me the truth the whole time. What was what, this is that, and stuff like that. And that's what I really picked up on the most, and that's what I love the most about it, honestly.
Well, a little while ago, Coach Cristobal said that he wants young players to get snaps and get early playing time, and he wants them to earn those snaps, of course. Not nothing given, but he wants them to get those opportunities to get those chances. How does that feel to somebody like you coming in, even at a PWO spot? How does that make you feel about getting chances for early playing time, possibly, if you impress the coaches?
It makes me feel good because, I mean, I feel like I've always tried to. Well, I'm not tried to. I've always earned my spot or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Because I mean, even in the locker room, I have this thing that was on my locker that says "earn, not given." But I mean, I've always tried to work for it, no matter what. I didn't want anything given to me. Like I don't try to take anything from anybody or accept anything. Like I want to go and get it myself. That's the type of person I am, and I mean, I love that. I mean, I feel like I gotta work. I mean, I know I gotta work, even when I do get the playing time or whatever. I know I still gotta work because there's gonna be always somebody right there trying to take my spot and stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna work for sure, no matter what.
And the coaches, when they were talking to you about, coming on, as a PWO and stuff like that, you have different conversations with coaches than other recruits might have and stuff, But from what me and you talked about, it sounded like you truly admired the fact that they were willing to give you an opportunity, not just to come in as a PWO, but to come in and play Miami Hurricanes football and earn that scholarship. Was that something that was like really, really, really big to you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's just with them being straight up and blunt as
Yeah.
well. I mean, they were, just giving me the whole rundown and just telling me, we liked your film, this, and this, and you can come in and contribute. But I mean, basically, I got to work still. I mean, which is expected. And I mean, I just loved it. I mean, they were just very real and good people and honest, and I loved it for sure.
Well, now that you're a Miami Hurricane, man, by the way, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I got 3 words for you, and I want to know what they mean to you. Miami Hurricanes football. What do those 3 words mean to Patrick Sullivan Jr. now?
Definitely a brotherhood. I mean, even when I was down there, I felt like I was already there. I felt like I've been going there forever. Just, I
Great.
mean, everybody, like even in town when we went to eat, people just being so nice, talking to me and stuff like that. I mean, it just felt like a whole family environment, really. And I mean, it was smaller than what I expected, honestly. And just the campus. The campus was nice. Seeing people around campus, it's people waving out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay, but I
Kind
mean,
of friendly.
they were very cool. Yeah, I mean, they were very cool. I loved it. The players were cool. Just everything about it was cool. I mean, Miami was better than Miami right now for me. But
Right. This is the part where I like to give, recruits, players, commits, whoever I have on the show, I like to give them a shout out to where they can show some love to the coaches they've had in their life, parents, trainers, just anybody they want to show love to, that's helped them on and off the field develop as a young man in football and in life. So go ahead and show them some love.
So I want to definitely shout out my parents, Patrick Sr. and Rakisha Sullivan. They're definitely my 2 role models. My granddad as well. He's always told me that you got to work for everything. So I can definitely get that like work mentality from him. Coaches, Coach Charles Lawson, and Coach Gus Smith. They were my DCs during high school, and I mean I love them, man. They're my guys. Coach Justin Barnes. That's my dog. I talk to him almost every day still. Then my head coach, Coach Ronnie Cottrell. I love Coach Cottrell, man. He's a good coach. Everybody means well. I mean, I'm trying to think of anybody else. Deontay. I mean, Deontay's my dog. I could text him whenever he's gonna answer. And Sterling too. Sterling as well. I love Sterling. That's my brother. I'm gonna get Sterling to flip. Just watch.
I like to hear that too. I like to hear that a whole lot. So where can fans find you at? Plug your social media accounts.
Twitter is at soul1_Pat. And then my Instagram is P Sullivan 05JR.
Okay.
That's really what I'm on all the time. Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
And I mean, I try to respond to everybody as well. I'm not one of those type of people that don't respond, but
You heard that, Canes fans. You heard that, Canes fans. Give Patrick a holler, man. He'll hit you back up.
Most def.
Well, man, I got one last question for you. This is a question that I ask to every single person I bring on to the show. It doesn't matter what stage of football they are in their career. I ask them this question no matter what. Why do you love football? Where do you get the passion to go out and compete at such a high level on a weekly basis?
I mean, ever since I was younger, I've always loved the game of football. So my dad introduced it to me, and ever since then, like I played for a team called the Mims Redskins, and ever since then, like I just loved it. I mean, I would go outside in the backyard, me and my brother, just run around, play football. He would get tired. I'm like, no, let's keep playing. We would like make up games and stuff like that. But I just love football. I've always loved football, and then it's just grown more and more over the years, honestly. But football is definitely my first love for sure.
So not only like the joy it can bring to you just as yourself, but also the brotherhood and the teammates as well, you know?
Exactly. All the people that I get the chance to be around, all the people I get to meet, it's crazy what football can do for you, honestly.
It is, especially when you've got the right guys with the right mindset and the right coaches all heading in the right direction. You already know how powerful of a force that can be.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Well, Patrick, man, I just want to thank you for taking this time out of your afternoon to come, let the Canes fans get a little more familiar with who you are. And, as time goes on and stuff, we definitely like to have you back on, so we can update fans, about your progress in the team and stuff like that and what you've been working on and where you see your development at and all that stuff. So definitely want to stay in touch for sure.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. We can for sure.
Sounds good, man. Well, Patrick, you have yourself a great night, and thank you again for joining us tonight.
Yes, sir. Y'all too. Go Hurricanes.
Yes. Toss the U up. Love it. All right, Canes fans, that was our latest PWO preferred walk-on commit from the 2023 class, Patrick Sullivan Jr. from Mobile Christian in Alabama. It sounds like, honestly, from the conversations that me and him had, it sounds like he's going to come in as a PWO who they're aware of is a little bit, almost on that cusp right there of offer or PWO, and they want to give him that chance to get that offer. And I think when, speaking with him about that and him getting the early opportunities possibly, I think that really meant a lot to him. And I think the coaching staff telling him the truth and just being 100% real with him about this entire process, it really stuck out to him, and at least stuck out to me when he was saying it. So I truly believe that he's bought in with what this coaching staff has told him, and that's exactly what we need. We need guys who want to be Canes and who want to fit the system and who want to play within the system. So, man, I'm more than happy to have preferred walk-ons just like Patrick Sullivan Jr., the quality of that kind of preferred walk-on, not just physically but mentally as well. So congrats to the staff for continuing to do a great job in the transfer portal, in recruiting, and in the PWO scene. So congrats to this coaching staff. Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining us for another RNG. This is actually an RNG commit interview. As you guys always know, it's all about the U. Go Canes.